Now that we know where the certification information is located on StarNet, let's dive in a little deeper. So I'm going to click on Children's Nurse Web, scroll down to Professional Development, and we are going to look at the Professional Development menu. This is an awesome resource for so many things that you can participate in. There's all kinds of opportunities based on how long you've been in nursing. Today we're going to scroll down to the RN with 2+ years of experience. Click on Earn Certification. These are all the areas that we cover in this guide. For it all in one place, we're going to click here. This is a step-by-step guide. So the first thing we want to do is choose a certification that's right for you. This is going to depend on the area you practice in and what is best for you going forward, something that you're going to actually utilize. So to see the popular options that we have here at Children's, this is a comprehensive list of all the different vouchers that we offer. Here on this column is the website link for the accreditation body. So if you click on these and go to the website, they often have a lot of additional information about the exam. They may tell you how the exam is broken up, what percentage of what material is on the exam, how to study for it. Some of them even have really good practice tests that you can try. So all of that is available. So once you choose which one you want to take, we'll go back here and let's see if there's a review course that corresponds with it. So as you can tell, this is a much shorter list than the one we were just looking at. These are all the e-courses that are available to study with. We use Nurse Builders here at Children's, and so these are the ones that you can sign up for. The list is made up of all the most popular exams that people take here at Children's. And so we don't offer one for every single exam, but we do for the most used exams. Down here, this is a really great resource too, the frequently asked questions. A lot of people ask about the cost of the e-course or how much time do I have to complete the e-course. What I can tell you is for the e-courses, once you sign up, you have 90 days to look at the material before it's no longer available to you on the Nurse Builder website. And once you're ready to study, you can click here and you fill out this information. Now this information is how you're going to actually pay for the e-course. This is not the test, but the e-course that you're going to study with. So if you're an M&A nurse, you have contract dollars. If you're non-contract, you have department funds and also an out-of-pocket option. So make sure you click one of these and submit. We're going to head back to the menu. If you are an M&A nurse, here is links to both contracts for the campuses. You can click here and this will give you specific language regarding certification, reimbursement. So check those out if you're an M&A nurse. Probably the thing that I get the most questions about is how to pay for the certification. So first thing you're going to do is send us a request in Children's Education for the exam. So you've looked at all the exams, you've picked which one you want to do, you've looked at the e-courses, you've chosen one, and you've signed up on Nurse Builders. Now you're ready to take the test. So here you're going to come and give us the information about the test, specifically what credential you're looking to gain and what certifying organization it's through. Once you send this to us, we're going to send you a link, and in the link are detailed instructions on how to actually sign up for the exam portion, and there's a voucher with a code that you'll use to sign up. So once you sign up, you have 60 days to schedule the exam. Just to schedule, not take. So once you get the voucher, you have 60 days to sign up. Once you sign up and you have a date for the exam, you can pick any time for 90 days in the future. That 90 days is also how long your review course will be available to you on Nurse Builder's website. Now, another important question I get is, what if I'm an M&A or non-contract nurse and I've used the funds available to me through either M&A dollars or my department? Then you would come here and you apply for a nursing scholarship. Now, this is the nursing scholarship page. These are the months in which the requests for the scholarships are accepted. So you have until the end of these months to get your application in. The Professional Development Committee looks at them and votes on them in these months. And then the actual funds are dispersed to you during these months. Pay close attention to the eligibility. It'll give you all the information you need to know to see if you're eligible for a nursing scholarship. Here's all the ways you can use a nursing scholarship. So not just for certification, but you can come back here and apply for a conference, a workshop. If you're completing your degree and you need some money for books or supplies, or if you're going to do some research here. Here's some information about the application process. And then just to note, the maximum amount for a scholarship is $1,500 per calendar year. Another important question I get is, let's say you have M&A funds or department funds available, but not enough to cover the cost. What you can do is apply for a nursing scholarship for the remainder of the cost. You won't get the complete $1,500, but you would get the money that you applied for minus whatever dollars you already had. So if you have your full M&A funds, you will cover the cost of the exam and the e-course, no problem. But let's say you only have $100 left. It's not going to cover both, so you would apply for a scholarship for what you need. And then here's a link to apply. Okay, so we've reviewed the e-course, we've signed up for the exam, we've taken the exam, and we've passed the exam. Then you want to come back to StarNet and let Children's know that you have passed your certification exam. So here's a link right here. This takes you to self-service. And on self-service, right where you find where your BLS or other certifications are, you're going to update and put in your certification. This is how we see at Children's if you're eligible for a bonus, if that's applicable to your position. There are some things that make you eligible or ineligible. Now let's say you paid out of pocket. Here are some things that you can use to help you pay for that: M&A reimbursement or employee reimbursement. It's very important once you take your exam that you note the date of expiration. Many of these exams, certifications, require CEUs before you can renew. It's really important that you know the date so you complete your CEUs and renew your certification before it expires. If it expires, you will need to take the exam over again and start this process from the beginning. And there are some funds that are associated with renewing, and here is information on how to be reimbursed for those funds. And again, if you're out of M&A dollars or out of department dollars, apply for a nursing scholarship here. All right, so that is the basic process for nursing certification. There's a lot involved, and hopefully this step-by-step guide will leave you with no questions. But if you do have questions or concerns, or you're not sure how to go about completing the nursing certification, please reach out to Children's Education. We can answer your questions or help you through the process. Also, if you have questions about the nursing scholarship, email Children's Education and we will get you the information you need.